What is up, Gear Squad? Chaingear here, bringing you another video, and today we are going to talk about another life topic with Overwatch in the background. Today I want to talk to you guys actually a little bit about a story. I was talking to a friend the other day, and first of all, disclaimer, their life is really hard. Like, their life, like, let me tell you, like, life is hard in general, but let me tell you, I got a job, I make money, I got my own place, I got my setup that's over $1,000, over $2,000. I'm feeling pretty good. I got a TV, a 4K TV. I'm about to buy the PlayStation 4 Pro. My life is good. My life is fine. It's hard, don't get me wrong, but pain is relative. I know that's a little deep, right? Pain is relative. What does that mean? That sounds like something Zenyatta would say, but yeah, pain's relative. So, you know, my life's hard. Your life might be hard. You might have a lot of homework. But, you know, this person's life, man, it's tough. You know, yeah, they get food, they're fed, they have a house and things like that, but they don't have a lot of money. They work really, really hard for not a lot of praise, for not a lot of money, they don't get a lot from it. But you know, their life is tough. And I was talking to them, and they were talking to me about their life and how difficult it was about to get. So it was already difficult, but it was about to get even more difficult. And I was sitting there, I was like, what? Dude, like, this is incredible. This is insane. Like, your life should not be this hard. And you know what I told them? I said, you know, you're handling this really well. And they were like, I don't think I am. And I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean? You don't complain about it? You kind of just sit there and tell me, and you start talking about how you're going to make a difference. You're like, oh man, this is going to be tough, but you know, I have to do it, right? It's like, yeah, like, you know, really the only reason they tell me in the first place is for a little bit of help maybe, but they're not complaining about it. They're not crying about it. Sometimes they cry about it, but it's not like they're crying every day about it. But I was like, you're handling this really well. And I'm like, no, I'm not. And it made me think for a second. I said, you know, I got to talk to the Gear Squad about this, because when you talk about this is life. You want to be successful in life. Chaingear about to drop some knowledge on you. If you want to be successful in life, you got to look at the challenges that come at you. And I mean this, like, let's just look at games right now. You guys are watching Overwatch, but let me go for Blacklight first, because I for all the people out there for Blacklight, I don't want to take away from you. Blacklight, right? Blacklight's hard. Blacklight's not an easy game. You may be really good at Blacklight. Let's take Complexity, for example. If you guys didn't watch the last BCL tournament, they got second place. Complexity, fantastic clan. They're some of the best players in this game. They crushed their opposition until they went against Envy, and they didn't win. They tried really hard. They did really well, but they didn't win. It's hard. I mean, you can even ask Old School Israel. It's hard for him. There were matches where he was going negative. He won. He was probably, once again, MVP of the game. I mean, he crushed in the last match. He was wearing all his BCL gear, but let's be honest, it's hard, right? It was tough. But you know what Complexity said? They said, okay, we got a challenge in front of us. What are we going to do? Are we going to back down? Or are we going to go ahead and are we going to accept the challenge? Here's what happens. Right, guys? Here's what happens. A challenge gets put in front of you, and you sit there and you say, okay, I'm either going to deal with it now or I'll handle it later. And what happens is, if you deal with it now, there's only two results. You either succeed or you fail. But you know what happens? If you fail, you can learn from it. And when you fail, a new challenge is presented. Do you try again or do you give up? And that's a new challenge. And the people that usually take the first step, they usually cop out on the second step. Complexity wants to be the best. Complexity wants to beat Envy. They've got to take that challenge again. And that's how they're going to become successful. Envy, they're the best team. They're the best team in Blacklight. You can't deny it. They've won 2 BCL tournaments already. Old School can't get any more gear. He might win some money in the next tournament if we can get some money in there, but he can't win any more gear. He's got it all. He's the best, one of the best players in Blacklight Retribution. You want to be better than him, you have to accept the challenge. of being better than him. That's the only way you're going to find success, is to actually accept the challenge. You might fail, but the next challenge that appears when you fail is to then accept your failure and learn from it and keep going. I remember back in the day when I first fought Old School Israel, when I first fought some of the best players in Blacklight, I said, all right, I lost. Let's do it again. And they were like, what? You want to play again? I said, let's do it again. When I used to play, when I used to play Last of Us, boy, when we would lose, I said rematch every single time. I said rematch, let's go guys, rematch. And we would do it over and over again until we would finally win and crush the opposition, because we figured it out. We accepted the challenge every single time. But you know what the losers didn't do? They didn't accept the challenge. They rage quit because we beat them. We finally beat them game after game after game. They were like, sure, yeah, you can guys keep up in our rank, whatever. Then we finally beat them and they were like, oh no, we're out. Because they didn't want to lose. They didn't want to accept defeats. Because when you get defeated, you have to accept the challenge to get back up again. Or the challenge beats you. And that's what happened. Let's go ahead and take a look at Overwatch for a second. Overwatch is a hard game. It's not easy. It's not easy. Every single character, there's no easy character in Blacklight, in Overwatch. There are no characters in, there are no easy characters in Overwatch. You might say Soldier 76 is easy. Soldier 76, that's easy, dude. He just runs around and shoots stuff. Nah, man. You get sniper shot, one headshot. What, how, you guys gonna try and take out Winston? He's gonna take out a Reinhardt? No, not by himself. Overwatch is a hard game. You got to coordinate with your team. You got to know how to play your character really, really well. And if someone else picks your character in competitive, you got to pick a different one. Overwatch is hard. And you have to accept the challenge to work with that complexity. It's tough. It's tough out there. And really, if you take anything from this, any single time something's hard, look at it and say, is it worth me accepting this challenge? Because like I said, if you want to be successful in that thing, you may have to accept that challenge. Listen, I'm not telling you have to accept every single thing that comes your way. I'm not going to lie to you. If there's something comes your way and it's really hard and you don't want to do it, don't do it. But if it's going to impede you from getting to your goal, to finding out where you want to succeed. Let's say you want to be the best Blacklight player. You want to be the best Overwatch player. Maybe you want to be the best McCree that ever lived. Maybe you want to be the best Diva that ever lived. Maybe you just want to beat, maybe you want to beat Old School Israel. Maybe you want to go get every single exotic weapon in Destiny. Maybe you want to have every single skin in Call of Duty. Maybe you want to get all the trophies in NBA 2K17. Is that out yet? I'm just trying to name video games at this point. You got to set your goals, and then you have to accept the challenge. That's what you got to do. That's really all I got to say, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you watched the video. I know there's Overwatch in the background, and so I hope you guys are interested in this. But like this video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it. Comment section below about how you feel about this video. I love doing commentary like this. It's some of my favorite stuff. Shout out to E.T., the HipHop Preacher, if you guys know who he is. He's not going to watch this video, but he's really, really important to me. I wake up every single Monday, and I watch his videos. I can put a link in the description below if you guys need a little bit of something to wake up to. Because every single time I wake up on Monday, it's tough out there. And every single time he says, thank God it's Monday. And I got to listen to that, and it gets me pumped. So anyway, guys, like I said, like it if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it, hit that subscription button if you guys want to see more awesome Chaingear gaming goodness. I will see you guys online when the patch drops. And of course, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks a lot, guys.